Hey guys, hope you're all doing well and keeping up with your training, because the way Season 3 of Cobra Kai ended, it left many of us with aching hearts because Robby turned to Kreese and Cobra Kai. And his arrival to Cobra Kai led many of us to peg him as the favorite to walk away victorious in the tournament for Season 4. And to be fair, all signs actually did point to this happening, but the writers were successful in making the unpredictable happen by making it work and feel earned. Before the season premiered, I thought it was 100% needed to have Robby win for the story to go on and make sense. But now that I've seen the events of Season 4, I'm here to tell you why Robby winning wasn't required for the season finale to be garnered a success. When you go back to the sole purpose of Robby's place in the show, it tells the story of how he was abandoned by his father Johnny and always strived to get back at him. A couple of examples of this was him training with Daniel and joining Cobra Kai. But through all of Robby's hate and thirst for revenge against his father, we all knew at least in the back of our minds that deep down all he ever wanted was to reconcile with him and make things right. But unfortunately for Robby, Johnny's relationship with Miguel is where things get complicated and make things exceedingly difficult for Robby to accept that. While it would have been cool to see Robby win the tournament in Season 4, what I've come to realize is that if he had won, he wouldn't have ever reconciled with Johnny. And that is mostly because he was fighting in the two prior tournaments for all the wrong reasons, and that was to get back at Johnny. If you go back far enough, that was his whole motive for joining Miyagi-Do and even Cobra Kai in the first place. Even though over time he did grow to enjoy both of them and the relationships he did form with the other students and the valuable life lessons that both dojos did teach him. I'm not trying to say that Robby's only place is fighting alongside Johnny. That was never the issue. His issue is that he's always been out for revenge, and revenge will only lead you down a darker path in the long run. Look at Anakin in Revenge of the Sith. His whole motive behind turning to the dark side was, yes, to save his wife from death, but Palpatine did manipulate his mind to thirst for revenge against the Jedi, thinking they betrayed him. And this overtook Anakin's focus and pushed him to want nothing but revenge, which only did lead him down a darker path by killing all of his friends who he considered family. And where did it get him? It only led to a life filled with pain and suffering, which we all knew he'd end up with. And the only difference between Anakin and Robby is that during the tournament, I think Robby realized this before things got any worse. He realized and acknowledged the dark path that he was on and what he was leading Kenny into as well. He came to realize that he was being held back not just in karate tournaments, but in his life as a whole, just by being angry with his dad and blaming him, even though he was far too tired of it. It's no secret that Robby loves his dad despite letting him down time after time for a kid he just met a few years ago. Because if Robby didn't care or didn't love Johnny anymore, he wouldn't have been working so hard to just get back at him. All he ever wanted was just to get noticed and get the same attention he should have been getting from his own dad in the first place. Season 4's finale was the starting point of Robby becoming a bigger person. He's begun to let go of his bitterness towards his father and has forgiven him because he wants things to be different and to be better. The next step for him to continue down this new path that he's on is to make things right with Miguel. They don't need to just become best buddies overnight, but they do need this nonsense to end. The Chosen One has said this before time and time again on multiple different occasions, that a simple conversation between Miguel and Robby will go a long way in solving the bulk of their issues that they have with each other. Had Robby beaten Hawk in the finals of the All Valley, yes, he might have felt better in the moment, but over time, I think he would have felt much worse. And it would have been much less likely for him to reunite with Johnny because Silver would have reiterated to him that he doesn't need Johnny anymore. And over time, Robby would slowly start to believe it and be more resentful of Johnny even more than he is now. But on the bright side, I think Robby's best days of his fighting career are way ahead of him. Yeah, it sucks that we saw him as the runner-up in both All Valley tournaments that we've seen on screen, but I think there's plenty more opportunities for that in the future. Despite his losses in both championships, I still think Robby's the best kid fighter in the show right now. He definitely could have won in Season 4 when he had Hawk pinned down, but what's more important is that he saw in Kenny who he was becoming and who he was turning Kenny into, and decided now who he wants to be for the future. As for the future of Robby and his fighting career, I think the Season 4 All Valley tournament was the last under-18 tournament we'll see, but I could definitely see Robby competing in some adult competitions, and I think he could win those with potential ease with no distractions and a level head. But enough about what I think. I want to hear what you guys have to say. Be sure to let me know down below in the comments section, why do you think Robby didn't have to win the All Valley tournament in Cobra Kai Season 4? As well as, what do you think the future holds for the character of Robby Keene? Will him and Miguel ever bury the hatchet? How will Johnny and Robby's relationship progress in Season 5? Definitely let me know. If you've been a fan of my channel for a while now, you know what to do next. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and make sure you're subscribed to Strike First Media if you want more Cobra Kai and Karate Kid content just like this. Thank you all so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.